What's up, guys? So here's my review for UFC 257. A couple days late, but whatever. And damn, I just cannot get the main event or the co-main event right. It's been like that for, I think, for the last three events, and yeah, that sucks. But it's whatever, 6 of 11, 55%. I'm just gonna cover the main event, co-main event, and then and I'll see how it goes. Really. So let's get to it. Conor versus Poirier. I picked Conor to win by knockout or TKO late round one. He got knocked out midway round two, like right at midway round two, and yeah. So this is a type of video where I say a lot of times. You're gonna repeat myself. Say if you listen to my video. So if you listen to my video, I said, when I picked Conor, I said that I wasn't super confident, that I was only 75-25, which, it basically means I gave a Poirier a 1 out of 4 chances of winning. And I have my reasons, my reasons were, that's the one thing I've said before. Sometimes even if I get the actual pick wrong, if my breakdown was somewhat on point, other than the pick itself, I'm kind of happy. I'm only like really sad when it was completely way off, And this one, I said that Conor's big window of opportunity are where he's shined in the past is all round one, and then the beginning of round two. And then I talked about how, his whole one punch knockout power had not been there really. That the only guy that he had finished in one shot was Aldo. Everyone else was where he would land a punch, it would rock the other guy, and then follow it up with 4, 5, 6 punches. If you look at his only win at 155, which was Eddie Alvarez when he won the title, it wasn't a one shot. Eddie Alvarez ate like 12, 13 shots before he actually got knocked out. And this fight, once Poirier ate Conor's big shots on that first round, I was like, oh shit, I think Poirier's gonna win, because he landed a few clean shots round one, and there was one that you could tell had Poirier a little bit dazed, but nothing too major, and that was when Conor was full of energy. Round one was interesting. Poirier goes for a takedown. I saw Chael Sonnen said that Poirier didn't even try that takedown. I swear to God, I don't understand how people take the things Chael Sonnen serious. Like, it just blows my mind. But whatever. I should really open a segment called What Chael Sonnen Said, because the stuff that guy says are just ridiculous. But anyways, he basically said that Poirier didn't even know how he landed that takedown, and he clearly went for his leg. So I don't understand what he means with Poirier didn't know, but whatever. Poirier takes him down for like 30 seconds. They get up. Most of a big chunk of round one was clinch work, where there were a few like foot stomps, shoulder strikes. They reversed positions on each other, and then the Poirier. I for sure gave Conor round one though. I'm not gonna pretend that Poirier beat him the whole fight. Round one for sure went to Conor, but round two is when Poirier decided to land those calf kicks, and Conor just didn't check them. And then on top of that, you could tell that he had considerably slowed down, which is what I said on my video. So clearly there were a lot of things, that. Because Conor, leading into the fight, Conor said that his cardio issues were a myth. Well, clearly they're not a myth, because you could tell he had slowed down, and then he didn't pack the punch anymore. And Poirier, a combination of the leg kicks, and then Poirier connected a few clean hands on Conor's chin. Conor was against the cage, trying to dodge, trying to survive, but eventually he got caught and he got dropped. So it's hard to say what's going to happen with Conor. He blamed the inactivity. Whatever, anyone can believe whatever they want, but Hopefully he gets either Tony or Nate Diaz number 3. You know, I really don't want to see Poirier number 3. I would be way more interested in Tony or Nate Diaz, but we'll see. I picked Hooker to win by KO or TKO round 1. He lost. I'm sorry, round 2. He got knocked out round 1. Man, this one surprised me. So Chandler did what I said that he was good at, but he landed. He actually landed his shot. Listen to my video. I said that Chandler is that his striking is very basic as far as what he does, but effective. You know, it's a simple just pressure. You know, jab straight, jab overhand. I think it was an overhand that landed on Hooker and just knocked him out. Well, it dropped him and hurt him, and then on the floor he landed like 6-7 punches, and then the fight was stopped. But yeah, I thought Hooker's striking would be a lot sophisticated, if you want to call it that way, to get caught by such a basic striker like Chandler. But again, if you listen to my video, I said that the one thing that I pointed out was that he has a heavy right hand. So I gave him a very well-deserved puncher's chance, and it landed. But I think it's more than that. He's actually a really good striker. So we'll see what happens next. Honestly, at this point, the title it's between Poirier, Chandler, and Charles Oliveira. I don't see how you could deny that. But I would rather see Oliveira Poirier, to be honest. I didn't cover that one. I talk about Sarukian beating Hekperas, but after I made my video, he got replaced by Frivola because the other dude got fired. This one was kind of like my highlight of the night. So I picked Tavares to win by decision, and this was one of the ones where it's just like, what I'm like, I don't know, what I want to brag about it or be proud, because it was perfectly broken down and exactly as I said. So again, if you listen to my video, I talked about how Brad Tavares has an amazing takedown defense, that the only guy that has been able to take him down over and over was Joel Romero. But I pointed out that Tavares got up from every single one of the takedowns. And other than that, he's shown that he'll stop anyone's takedowns. And sure enough, how many takedowns did Carlos Jr. try? 12, 13? And I think he was able to get 1. Everything else, Brad Tavares stopped it and outpointed him into a decision. So this would be my highlight of the night, Tavares by decision. And not just that, but just the fact that I talked about how Carlos Jr. was not going to be able to take him down, and that's how it went. And then the most shocker to me out of the whole night, it wasn't Poirier Connor, it was Roundtree Pragnio. Pragnio had, just like, once again, I run into a situation where a guy fights completely different than in his previous fights. Had you seen Pragnio in his last 3 fights with Alvey and these other dudes? He showed that he would go there, chin up, hands down, and just get knocked out. Clearly, he had a game plan for this one, and was able to beat Roundtree into a decision. I thought Roundtree won, though. And so did a lot of people. I think I gave him round 1 and 2. I'm sorry, round 1 and 1 and 2. But the judges saw something else, and it's not the first time that happens, not the last time. So that's it. This video, I mean, next week, maybe tomorrow or Thursday, I'll do a video of where I play matchmaker, but we'll see. All right, guys, have a good one.